So I've been kind of getting away from the weekly drop list stuff, but as I have said in the past, if there's a collaboration that I really do like, I'll come back and do a drop list for it. And this week we have a collaboration that I think is very good, probably one of the best ones that we've seen from Supreme in a long time. And it will be dropping this upcoming Thursday, just in a couple days now, which is October 3rd, and will drop at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you guys can calculate whatever time that is for you. So I'm more interested in the collaboration than the lookbook pieces, so I'm going to spend more time talking about the collaboration. That being said, it is a collaboration between Supreme, Honda, and Fox for a lot of the pieces. First up, you have one of the craziest accessories, or whatever you want to call it, that Supreme has ever done. I'm of course talking about the dirt bike, and it is a Honda CRF 250. Retail is estimated to be $9,998, and then you can also only get it in the US, in store. I also think I saw somewhere they're going to give you the kit, so just like the plastic pieces and stuff, and then you'll go get it installed on an actual dirt bike. Alright, so next up we'll talk about the View goggles, which are retailing for $148, and I think the goggles are alright. I'm not a huge fan of the green colorway, but when it comes to the goggles, I think they look pretty cool and maybe even better than the red and like white and yellow colorway. That being said, I think the goggles are pretty equivalent. One's not really too much better than the other. They're just some regular goggles. After that, we'll move on to the gloves, which once again, they're just gloves. But this time I think the white colorway is better just because Honda kind of has that white and red, and then I just feel like with the Honda branding, this goes better than with the other colorway where you have the blue contrasting the background of the Honda. Next up, you have the V1 helmet, which is cool, but I mean, I'm not going to be going after it. I don't ride dirt bike or anything. I used to ride dirt bike and four-wheeler, but not anymore since I live in the city. So I will not be purchasing any of those. So moving on, we have the Motocross jersey, which is retailing for $138, which I do not think is that bad. It's kind of like this more vintage jersey. I believe when you go back and look at the Fox collaboration that happened a year or two ago or whenever it was, I think they had more like modern jerseys, but then these kind of vintage jerseys like we have here have the mock neck, I believe it's called, where the neck kind of goes up a little bit, kind of like a turtleneck, not quite like a turtleneck, it doesn't go that high. But if you actually like go on Grailed and stuff and look at these that are like in decent condition, they're going to be crazy expensive, like 100, 200 bucks, somewhere in there. But yeah, 138 for a brand new one, and it's Supreme, it's a good deal, I feel like. Talking about the colorways, I think this is really where that blue or green colorway kind of gets trumped by the white and red one. I just think the white and red one looks a lot better. I do wish they did something different with that center panel where it's just kind of like a gradient fill. Would have been kind of cool to see them do something more, I don't know, over the top or wild, but I guess, this is a pretty nice piece. It keeps it somewhat quiet or clean or whatever, as loud as a jersey is. But I think these are super cool. Got the Supreme branding around the neck, or at least I think it's only Supreme branding that goes around the neck. But it's kind of hard to tell on this picture, but the branding for the red jersey actually has Supreme written in yellow, so it's kind of like a cool little touch. And then of course you have Honda, Supreme, I think that's HRC, Honda Racing Corporation, and then Fox on the bottom, because Fox is helping with a lot of these pieces. So next up you have the Moto pants to go with the jerseys, which retail for $198, a bit high if you ask me. I'm not really sure what modern day pants go for, but once again, if you go look at like the retro pants and the vintage whatever racing stuff, they are going to be super expensive, especially in nice condition. So I guess if you want to look at like that, buying a brand new pair, especially like being Supreme, where they tack on the extra dollars just because it is Supreme, I guess maybe it's not too bad. But I really think the Fox pants that they had were a lot better than these ones. Yeah, I don't know, I'm just feeling the other Fox collaborations colorways more than these ones, but I do like Honda a lot more than Fox, even though this is, Fox collaboration. Just having the Honda on it makes it a lot more cool. So that wraps it up for the actual like racing gear. But interestingly enough, you do have a couple pieces of actual clothing, some garments with the Honda collaboration. You have 3 pieces. The first one is the work shirt, which is retailing for $148. Kind of expensive. Anyway, the front branding is embroidered, and I'm not sure if the dirt bike on the back is embroidered or not, but it comes in 3 different colorways. You got the black, the red, the white, and personally I would probably go with the black colorway. yeah, I don't know. Red one, the bike is going to blend in too much. Black one, you get a nice contrast. A white work shirt is kind of like an oxymoron. So next you have the crew neck, which is retailing for $168. Definitely way too high for this one, but I do think this looks cool. You have big branding on the back, yeah, HRC, just a bunch of logos, you know, a lot of the same ones being repeated, but I do think this one looks cool. Green colorway is all right, red is pretty good, black is good, so probably red and black are tied for me, but that's a decent piece just for the retail. $168 for a sweatshirt, that's way too much. You don't even get a hood with that. So the last piece of this collaboration we have is the puffy zip work jacket, retailing for $248, which is pretty expensive, but at least it is a work jacket. You know, you're gonna get this stiffer, more sturdy material, as opposed to the previous crew neck we saw, which is just like a regular crew neck with a bunch of logos, obviously overpriced. Really respect the colorways that they went with. I'm not sure if Honda uses the green and white colorway a lot, but they for sure use the red and black, and then the black and yellow with that like little tint of red is another big Honda colorway when it comes to racing. But I do really like those colorways. I like the wing or whatever, you know, the big Honda logo. I think that looks cool, especially how they contrasted it with the colorway. That's why I like the colorways so much. I think the branding and everything is cool on there. It's just like a work jacket. I'm not too big on those. Usually those are like super puffy and they just make you look kind of weird. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the collaboration. Now we'll just quick skim over the actual lookbook pieces that are dropping this week as well. So first up is the International short sleeve top. I think you just have Supreme embroidered there, and then underneath it, I want to say it says International. Nothing crazy there. It's going to be an overpriced t-shirt. Next up, you have the 1-800 hooded sweatshirt, which I think this is pretty lazy. I kind of like the coach's jacket that goes with it a little bit more, just because I feel like that 1-800 design is probably something you'd see, or more likely see, on a coach's jacket rather than a sweatshirt. That being said, neither of them are too good. You have a basket weave beanie, just like a regular beanie. The snap pocket camp cap. I do like the snap pocket. I think that's kind of cool, but my head's way too big for those. I'll be passing. You have the printed stripe long sleeve top. I do like the Supreme font that they have there, but once again, you know, this is going to be a super expensive piece, way overpriced for just a long sleeve striped shirt. So last two pieces are, first, you have the end of the world mesh back 5-panel hat, which it says it's not the end of the world, but you can see it coming or something like that. Something along those lines. Doesn't have very high upvotes. Not crazy about it either. And then the last piece is this service beanie, which just has way too much text on it for how little space you have. So that wraps up the drop. I think this is probably one of the best collaborations we've seen in a while from Supreme. Probably my favorite pieces are the jersey and then the work shirt. But yeah, as a collective, you know, I just think that whole collaboration is really cool. As far as it goes, comparing it to the Fox collaboration, I like this one more, like I said, because it collaborates with Honda as well as Fox, whereas the other one was just Fox. I got like a little hate towards Fox, or just like I feel weird about wearing it, which I don't know, you guys can watch the previous video if you want to find out why. But I do maybe like the colorways that the Fox collaboration, the previous one, went with. But that's just right now, you know, maybe these colorways will grow on me more. Like I do really like that black and red with the yellow one. I do really like that colorway, and it's growing on me, so I could maybe see it passing up that other jersey that I was talking about. But yeah, I don't know, that's it. That's all I got to talk about. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoyed the video. Let me know if you guys are going for anything. Let me know if you like the collaboration. Is it too much? Should streetwear not be incorporated with dirt bike racing? Is that too much? I don't know, guys. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. That's it. I'm out.